bypass this and cross to here.
Okay. That's great. I'm glad to see you're making progress. You know, I think you might actually pull this off.
Well, it'll be a while yet.
Yeah, I know, but keep at it. If you could get this design to work, it would really streamline production.
I know. If I just had more time to work on it, maybe I could...
Well, it's pretty much of a long shot. I'm willing to gamble along with you for a little while. But we can't afford to have you spending all your time working on this.
Oh, I know. But... it's getting kind of hard to work on it at all.
What's the problem?
Well, it's Shirley.
What about Shirley?
She's... bugging me. I mean, really bugging me.
What do you mean?
She's really been coming down hard on me. On everybody. Making things unpleasant.
How?
Well... she's always watching us. It's like she's always on patrol. Just waiting for somebody to make a mistake. Just because she worked her way up through the ranks, she seems to feel she's the only one who knows how to do anything. And she never has a kind word for anybody. Especially me. If I make one little slip up, oh boy, watch out. Well, she's been waiting to go after me for a long time. And then this week she finally got her chance. Hi. What's up?
Those are your initials, aren't they?
Yeah? What's the problem?
The problem is your work habits have finally caught up with you. This order is clearly marked to be ready for shipping on Thursday. It didn't go out until Monday.
There's no way that could have gone out by Thursday. You know that. Hey, I've got to work overtime to get this stuff out at all.
Look, I know you stay late, but you don't seem to get the work out, at least not the work you're paid to do.
What are you talking about, Shirley? It takes time to test these units.
You spend half the day yakking with your friends and listening to that damn radio. That's what I'm talking about. What are you smiling at? Get back to work.
Oh, for crying out loud, Shirley. Lay off, will you?
Don't you tell me what to do, young man. I've had just about enough of you and your friends.
I don't know why. She just continually tries to humiliate me. I really think she's got it in for me. Maybe you could talk to her. Maybe you could find out what's going on.
I suppose he said I'd been picking on him.
Well, he feels some pressure, I think.
That's the problem in a nutshell. He takes everything I say as a criticism. And believe me, I've been over backwards to try to accommodate him. He just doesn't see things the way I do at all.
How does he see them?
Well, he's brilliant. I don't question that. I can see why we all had such high hopes for him. But he's erratic. I can't schedule anything around him. And he's very stubborn. Oh, he's holding things up all the way down the line. Anyway, it's his attitude that I can't stomach. He's so resentful of authority or me or something. And it's spreading. It's infecting the entire operation. When Danny held up that order, I seriously considered ignoring it. But it was my job to say something, even if it was going to result in another long sulk from the boy genius. I really did try to make as little of it as possible.
He machined about 150 of them all backwards. No, can you believe it?
Hi. Danny, can I talk to you for a moment?
Now what?
Do you mind just for a sec? This is your signature, isn't it?
Yeah, so what?
Well, Apparently, this order didn't go out until Monday.
You're not going to start that again, are you?
What do you mean? No. I just want to find out what happened.
Nothing happened, Shirley. I did my job. And even though you can't seem to comprehend it, that takes time.
Danny, I know you're under a lot of pressure. I just want to follow up.
I'm under pressure, Shirley, because you're constantly looking over my shoulder with a stopwatch.
Danny, that is totally unfair.
Why don't you just leave me alone? In fact, why don't you leave all of us alone? I'm sure we'd be much better off without you.
Frankly, I don't know what to do. The kid glove approach hasn't worked.
Well, I appreciate your feelings. It's difficult, but I can't understand the problem. I mean, over the past year, your department has performed miracles. Now, something must have been working.
Oh, yeah, it was great for a while. Until Danny decided I was his archenemy. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I just don't know what to think anymore. Maybe you ought to ask somebody else in the department.
So, tell me, Carl, what's it all about?
Well, by now it's about everything, I guess. I think it started when we got in all those new orders. And Shirley set up a bunch of new time-saving procedures. She speeded up the whole operation. She had to, you know, in order to meet the quota. The trouble is, Danny wants every unit we make to be perfect. He's a real fanatic on that score. But that's why Danny was so bugged last week. He felt that Shirley's speeded up methods were causing mistakes and making him look bad. And of course, Shirley felt that Danny was slowing things down deliberately and creating a bottleneck in order to make her look bad. It's crazy. No thanks.
I didn't realize it had gotten that crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know.
So it really is bad, huh?
I'd say it's almost like working in a combat zone.
What do you think's going on?
Well, just look at them. Shirley, well, she's pretty straight. I mean, she's really very organized. She likes things to go by the book. And, well, Danny, he's different.
What do you mean?
Well, he's very loose.
You mean he's careless, or...?
Oh, no, not at all. He's really a perfectionist, but he's peculiar. He's always experimenting, trying out new things, working funny hours, helping people. Well, it just drives Shirley crazy. Maybe she thinks he's goofing off or something. But I'm going to tell you, he's always the first to work late if there's a crunch. You know, you could say he's just a free spirit. He and Shirley just have different ways of doing things.
Well, can anything be done so they can get together?
I don't know, but when Danny first came, everyone liked him. Shirley, too. We all used to have lunch together. But now I wouldn't have lunch with either one of them, because all they're going to do is badmouth each other. And personally speaking, that just gives me indigestion.
Coding gray, line 8. Coding gray, line 8.
Well, it seemed to me, when we take a look at the big picture, what we've got here is something that goes beyond personalities and procedures. What we've got is a classic conflict. Quality versus quantity, right? Now, that gets us down to some pretty fundamental values. Now, here we are, a company, yes, please, that's built its reputation on making quality products. Word gets around. Orders start pouring in. Now, you're in charge of production. What do? Grow and expand? Even if it means sacrificing some of those qualities? Risk losing the reputation that put us on the map? Yeah, it's a tough one, all right. You know, I'm just glad I don't have to deal with it.
Well, would anyone like coffee? Shirley?
No, thanks.
Danny?
No, thanks.
Oh. Well, Shirley, I think you know how much we appreciate and value you here. Your conscientiousness, your attention to detail, your innovative procedures have all made a major contribution to the success of our organization. And Danny, I think you know how important you are to our final testing, our quality control, and our new designs. Point is, we need you both. Now, Danny, Shirley needs you to be more responsive to the rules and procedures required to run a smooth operation. And Shirley, Danny needs the freedom to explore the development of some new designs that we think show real potential. You know, you two have been a great team in the past. And you can be again, if you can just get rid of this problem. So, please, try to work this out together. What do you say?
Jim Matthews to the reception desk. Jim Matthews to the reception desk.
I'm doing the best that I can.
I don't see any results.
I can't give you any more room on this.
You're gonna have to.
I need the time.
What time? We haven't got time. I've given you time day in and day out. I am fed up with this childish behavior.
So am I.
What's the problem?
I don't have a problem. You're the one with the problem.
Right, you. You are penalizing this entire department for your own selfish reasons.
Hell, if you weren't so uptight about your precious quotas.
You don't seem to get the message,
Oh, come on,
do
Miss
you?
Shirley.
I do not set the quotas. I just do my best to meet them, and so does everyone else in the department. Everyone, that is, who cares.
That's not fair. I care more than anybody, including you.
Listen, Danny, I have been here a lot longer than you have.
Then how come you don't know half of what I know?
Oh, Danny, that is totally uncalled for. Your job is to test the units and get them out of here on schedule. That's what the company pays you for.
You can't treat people like this, Shirley. You just can't do it.
If you would grow up and accept the responsibilities of an adult.
Like you call yourself an adult?
More adult than you will ever be.
Listen, you